Have you ever wondered about the very first thing ever bought with Bitcoin? It wasn't a car, a house, or even a fancy gadget. It was 2 large pizzas. And the man who made that purchase, Laszlo Hanyecz, became a legend in the process. His story isn't just about a couple of pies. It's about the birth of a revolution. On May 22, 2010, a day now celebrated as Bitcoin Pizza Day, Laszlo Hanyecz made history. He posted on a Bitcoin forum, offering 10,000 Bitcoin to anyone who would order and deliver 2 pizzas to his home in Florida. At the time, those 10,000 coins were worth about $41. Today, they'd be worth hundreds of millions, sometimes even billions, depending on the market. But to understand why he did it, we need to go back to the very beginning. Laszlo Hanyecz wasn't a Wall Street trader or a financial guru. He was a software engineer from Jacksonville, Florida, fascinated by technology, cryptography, and the idea of decentralized systems. In the early days of Bitcoin, back when it was a tiny, niche project known only to a handful of tech enthusiasts, Laszlo saw its incredible potential. He believed in the promise of a currency that wasn't controlled by banks or governments, a system that could empower individuals and offer a secure, trustless way to transact. He wasn't just a passive observer, either. As a skilled developer, Laszlo actively contributed to Bitcoin's early code. He was one of the first people to mine Bitcoin using a GPU, which massively sped up the process and was a huge leap forward for the network's security. But for Laszlo, the technical side was only half the battle. He knew that for Bitcoin to truly succeed, it had to break out of the digital world and prove its value in the real one. It needed to be more than just code on a screen. It needed to be a practical tool for everyday life. That's what led to his now famous forum post. He wrote, "I'll pay 10,000 Bitcoins for a couple of pizzas. Like maybe 2 large ones, so I have some left over for the next day." He wanted to prove a simple but profound point. Bitcoin could be used to buy real goods and services. After a few days, a fellow forum user in the UK took him up on the offer. He ordered 2 Papa John's pizzas to be delivered to Laszlo's house, and in return, Laszlo sent him the 10,000 Bitcoin. The first ever commercial Bitcoin transaction was complete. It's easy to look back now and think, wow, what a mistake. He could have been a billionaire, but that completely misses the point. When asked if he has any regrets, Laszlo's answer is always a firm no. He explains that back then, Bitcoin had no real-world value. It was just a hobbyist project. Someone had to be the first to take that leap, to treat it like real money. Without transactions like his, Bitcoin might have remained a theoretical curiosity, a fun experiment that never gained the traction it needed to become the global phenomenon it is today. Think about it. That simple act of buying pizza did more for Bitcoin's credibility than almost anything else at the time. It was a proof of concept. It showed the world that this new digital money could actually work. It transformed Bitcoin from an abstract idea into something tangible. It was the spark that ignited a conversation, encouraging other developers, merchants, and early adopters to start experimenting. It laid the foundation for the entire cryptocurrency ecosystem we see today: the exchanges, the wallets, the businesses that accept crypto payments. All of it can be traced back to that one hungry developer and his desire for pizza. His contribution was a turning point. It brought mainstream attention to Bitcoin for the first time, attracting new users and investors who helped the currency grow. Laszlo was a catalyst. He wasn't trying to get rich. He was trying to build something. He prioritized the growth of the network over his own personal gain, embodying the true spirit of a pioneer. His story is a powerful lesson in innovation. It reminds us that progress often requires sacrifice and a willingness to take risks. It's about having the vision to see what something could become, not just what it is right now. So what happened to Laszlo after he became the Bitcoin pizza guy? He didn't just fade into obscurity. He remained an active and respected member of the cryptocurrency community. He continued to contribute as a developer, exploring the possibilities of blockchain technology and engaging with other enthusiasts. He even repeated the pizza experiment years later, this time using the Lightning Network to show how Bitcoin transaction speeds had improved. He's become a beloved figure in the crypto world, a humble and good-humored reminder of where it all began. Through interviews and documentaries, he has shared his story with millions, always with a balanced and pragmatic perspective. He's not bitter about the missed fortune. Instead, he's proud of the role he played. He understands that his legacy isn't about the money he spent, but about the movement he helped start. He demonstrated the power of a decentralized idea and inspired a generation of innovators to think differently about money, technology, and finance. Laszlo Hanyec's name is forever etched in the history of cryptocurrency. He's more than just the guy who made the world's most expensive pizza purchase. He's a visionary who helped turn a fledgling digital experiment into a global financial revolution. His willingness to take a chance, to prove a point, and to contribute to a community project set a precedent. He showed us that sometimes the most groundbreaking acts aren't driven by a desire for profit, but by a passion for innovation and a belief in a better future. So the next time you hear someone mention Bitcoin Pizza Day, remember the man behind it. Remember that it wasn't about the pizzas or the price. It was about one person's bold step to prove that a new kind of money was possible, paving the way for the incredible world of digital currencies we know today. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the history of technology and finance. See you in the next one.